Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're taking the gyroscope from, a seemingly magical physics toy straight into the realm of the essential microsensors that literally power our modern world. Honestly, whether you realize it or not, this invisible tech is working hard right now, in your pocket, in the car you drive, and up in the airplanes you fly in.
Let's just dive right into this by asking a really practical question. How exactly does a drone manage to stay perfectly level in a massive gust of wind? Or, thinking on a smaller scale, how does your smartphone know instantly when you've tilted it to watch a video in landscape mode? I mean, how do these devices figure out navigation without any visual landmarks, or understand their own tilt when simple straight-line motion just starts to confuse them? Well, the answer to all of that is the gyroscope.
To get to the bottom of this, our roadmap today is going to cover what a gyroscope actually is, how they work, some real-world uses, and finally, a few example projects to get you started. Section 1. What is a gyroscope sensor? So the absolutely crucial thing to remember here is that a gyroscope is an angular rate sensor. It doesn't actually care where you are in the world. It strictly measures how fast something is spinning or tilting around an axis. We call this angular velocity, and it's measured in degrees per second. Basically, if you twist your wrist, the gyroscope tells you the exact speed of that rotational twist. This comparison brilliantly illustrates the difference between a gyroscope and its very close cousin, the accelerometer. You see these two paired together all the time in modern electronics. Now, an accelerometer measures straight-line movement, or the pull of gravity. But, and here's the catch, if you take an accelerometer and spin it perfectly in place on a fixed spot, it's literally immune to that rotation. It won't detect a thing. The gyroscope, on the other hand, is dedicated solely to rotation, tilt, and lateral orientation. They basically cover each other's blind spots.
Now, what's really fascinating here is how a classic mechanical gyroscope isolates rotation. Using a traditional setup with inner and outer gimbals, a super fast spinning disc aggressively resists any change to its axis of rotation. This is all thanks to the conservation of angular momentum. So you can tilt the outer frame in literally any direction, but that inner disc, it stays perfectly locked in place. It's like a built-in anchor.
Moving right along to Section 2, Working Principles of Gyroscopes.
To really wrap our heads around the physics, we have to talk about gyroscopic precession. Just picture a spinning top on a table. When gravity pulls down on it to make it fall over, it doesn't just flop straight down to the side. Instead, it reacts with a torque that's perpendicular to that downward force. This causes the top to move in a slow, circular motion around the vertical axis. That strange, almost magical-looking resistance and circular movement, that's precession, and it is the foundational rule of physics that makes gyroscopes tick.
But guys, here is the wild part. The gyroscope in your phone? It definitely does not have a tiny spinning metal wheel inside of it. To shrink this tech down to the micro level for our consumer electronics, engineers use MEMS technology. That stands for Micro Electromechanical Systems. Instead of spinning, MEMS gyroscopes vibrate a microscopic proof mass. When you rotate your phone, the Earth's rotation and your movement induce what's known as the Coriolis effect. This pushes that vibrating mass perpendicular to its normal path. The sensor then detects that incredibly tiny change in electrical capacitance and calculates your exact rotation. Boom, all done without a single spinning part.
Now, on the flip side, when we need absolute, undeniable perfection, we use light. High-end optical gyroscopes like fiber optic gyros rely on the Sagnac effect. Here's how it works. A single laser beam is split into two, and those beams are sent in opposite directions through a massive coil of fiber optic cable. If the vehicle turns, the coil physically rotates, which means one light beam suddenly has a slightly longer path to travel than the other one. When the beams recombine, they're slightly out of phase. By measuring that tiny phase shift, computers can calculate the vehicle's turning rate with just mind-blowing precision.
When you compare the two side by side, it really just comes down to picking the right tool for the job. sensors are your budget-friendly, everyday heroes. They fit perfectly onto microchips for smartphones and smartwatches. But heavy industrial vibrations or even super loud noises can actually disrupt their microscopic vibrating masses. Optical gyroscopes, however, those are the heavy-duty instruments. Because they use lasers and have literally zero moving parts, they're practically immune to shock. That makes them the absolute go-to for aerospace, mining, and defense, where failure just isn't an option.
Okay, Section 3. Real-world usage examples. Right now, in your pocket and your living room, MEMS gyroscopes are quietly working 24/7. When you flick your wrist to check your smartwatch, a gyro detects that exact rotational speed to wake the screen up. And hey, remember accidentally throwing your Wii remote at the TV?
Yep, those revolutionary motion controls were all powered by MEMS gyros. But my personal favorite has to be optical image stabilization in modern cameras. The gyroscope literally senses the tiny shaking of your hands and instantly tells tiny linear motors to shift the camera lens in the exact opposite direction. That's what gives you those perfectly crisp, blur-free photos.
And on a larger scale, they are literally saving lives. Think your car, for instance. Electronic stability control systems are constantly monitoring your steering wheel angle compared to the car's actual rotation using a gyroscope. If you hit an ice patch and start to skid, the gyro instantly detects that mismatch and automatically brakes individual wheels to straighten you out. It actively prevents rollovers. Up in the sky and deep under the sea, optical gyroscopes feed data into inertial navigation systems. If a submarine goes deep or a plane loses its GPS signal, the gyroscope precisely tracks every single turn and tilt. They keep vehicles perfectly on course using a process called dead reckoning, which is basically calculating their exact current position based entirely on where they started and how they've moved since.
Let's wrap up with Section 4, Example Projects Using Gyroscopes. Thanks to companies like Adafruit and NXP, you don't need access to a $1 million lab to play around with MEMS technology. There are these incredibly accessible hobbyist breakout boards like the classic MPU 6050 or the NXP Precision 9 Degrees of Freedom board. They fuse accelerometer and gyroscope data together into a single, highly programmable chip. You just wire them right up to a microcontroller, like an Arduino, and you instantly have access to the exact same rotational data that's used in high-end commercial drones. So, what can you actually do with that? Well, you could build your very own self-stabilizing camera gimbal. By hooking up an MPU 6050 to an Arduino, you can write a pretty simple script to read the raw angular velocity. Remember, that's measured in degrees per second. If you multiply that velocity by the time passed, a math trick called integration, you get your exact pitch and roll angles. Once the Arduino knows the angle, it just sends an opposing signal to a few servo motors. They instantly counteract your hand movements and keep your camera platform perfectly level. It's so cool.
We have definitely come a long way from the simple spinning top, haven't we? And the innovation absolutely is not stopping. By 2025, technologies like micro-hemispherical resonator gyroscopes, or micro-HRGs, are combining with artificial intelligence to clean up signal noise, making these sensors even smaller, cheaper, and way smarter than ever before. As this tech keeps evolving, the barrier to entry basically drops to zero. The only real limit is your imagination. So what impossible product are you going to create with your newly found understanding of the gyroscope? Until next time, keep exploring and keep building.